Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Hey. Go.
Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the right side and intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And, oh, he takes a shot at the end of that play. The Browns at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ray. What is that?
Herbert now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the...
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lion. Set.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Hey, Kappa. Go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Baylor tight. 12. Ready.
Here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Run. Set. $21. Set.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Set. 12. Ready.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set. Let's go. Why did it hop?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Home to trips right. Set.
Herbert. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
Go.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate, that was just incomplete.
Baylor tight. Let's go. Set.
Herbert throwing again. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Crowd right. Go.
Now it's Herbert.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to them, 15 big yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be out right at the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. To throw, it's Mahomes. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow. Yellow.
Throwing now is Mahomes. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he's just going to be short here. Barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And now it looked like movement up front. If that's the case, that might end any thought of a field goal. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Escapes the defender. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
59, 59. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
21. Hey, easy. OP, 5-9, 5-9. Hey, ram. Why did they...
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Shot. Hey, Ray. Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, go Lion.
It's a gain of 9.
Real.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. George Pickens, 70 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Crowd right. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, They almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
59, 59. 21. 12, 12. Tip.
On second down and 4. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Let's go. Home to troops right. Let's go. Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. That is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, hey, Ray. Hey, Ram. Baylor Tigers.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set. Let's go, let's go. Why did it hot?
Hands it off out of the gun. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Baylor Tiger. 59, 59. Set.
From the 44, Herbert, open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's taken down inside the 30. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Slot man moves right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and 9.
380. Get out. Set.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him. Otherwise, you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Set. 380. Get out. 5-9, 5-9. Ready.
Back to throw. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
21.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
Running left to give to Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. We have played 3 quarters. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead.
Hey, Ray.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Hey, go Lion. Set.
Looking to throw. Herbert. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They go play fake. Mahomes rolling to his right. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Pacheco once again. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Green hut.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd down.
Set. Hey, Kappa.
Herbert now. He finds his man, complete. That's Graves. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Home the troops right. Set.
Now Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Set. '21. 12. Go, let's go. Go.
Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it.
That's pulled in by Wilson.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 8 yards out.
And the Chiefs are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 31, Browns 13. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Now 2nd and 9.
59.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Set. Ready.
Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Trey Brown.
There's a nice move.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big, they just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Complete. Jefferson the target.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. 59. Let's go. Hey. Set.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.